Okay, so here we are with part 2 from Comic Book Corner this week with a bumper package. We've just had the worst of the last 2 weeks. Here are the ones that were okay. These are the ones that, you know, entertain me for the issue. They weren't brilliant, but I would definitely recommend picking them up. And we start with New Ultimates number 2. It's all about girl power, this issue, even if, yes, someone else is pulling the strings. The artwork is very nice. It's just not a story that, you know, is highly original. We've had, you know, people pulling strings in the past to make, you know, the good guys turn on the good guys, and you think, okay. But, you know, it was exciting. I guess exciting's a bit too much, I guess. It was just interesting, you know. It kept me entertained for a while. Some characters that I not being knowing much about the New Ultimates world, some of these characters were new to me. So I'm interested where it actually goes, which is why it's on the OK list. Number 12, Batman versus Robin. It says on the cover. I was actually a little disappointed. It's not that it's a bad comic. It certainly does the job in that you have got fight scenes, you've got some twists and turns, you've got that big reveal at the end that, you know, we were thinking, well, it's going to be either one or two people. Oh, okay, it was him. The thing I have most trouble about at the moment with this issue is Andy Clark's artwork. It's just all those lines. Are they really necessary? They're not expressing anything. It's not so much shadow or anything like that. It just seems to be lines for line's sake. It's like he's done a fairly competent job on the artwork and then just doodled all over it with a few straight lines. So, yeah, twists and turns, like I said. Back in the underground caves, very interesting. It will be interesting to see where this goes now. Now a certain major villain has come back on the scene. But I want it to up its game again to when I really loved this. One I picked up just on the off chance, see if it was worth anything. It's at least got one of my favourite Marvel characters in, and one that seems to be in everything anyway, and that's Astonishing SpiderMan and Wolverine. Their storyline, come on, what? Guys go back in time, they find a way to get back forward, and everything's changed because they've been messing up the timeline back in the past. Not exactly that original. The best thing I actually enjoyed about this issue was the pin-ups at the back. Some variations, artists' versions of the Wolverine Spider-Man. But here we go. So yeah, Wolverine and Spider-Man somehow end up in the past. There's some big meteor coming down that's going to blow the whole Earth up, and just as they're about to get blown up, they're back in the future or the present in what appears to be some sort of alternative universe, and there's a huge big metal dinosaur. It's very pretty to look at. It's Adam Kubert. You can't knock the guy. His artwork is pretty beautiful to look at. Again, the storyline, not exactly original. And this week we say goodbye to Avengers the Initiative, number 35. This is just a wrap up. It's all very nice wrap up. But it just lacked the big woof ending. Why, to be honest, this has to finish anyway. I mean, it's not in a sense, because you've got the Avengers Academy coming up next month, which is just a natural progression from the Initiative, really. I honestly don't think I'm going to be picking it up, though. I've loved Gage's run on this. Melina on the artwork, very nice. Pick it up if you want to see how it ends. I'm sure people who've been following it will anyway. Another first issue from DC, this is Birds of Prey. Never actually picked up a Birds of Prey title in the past, but big Black Canary, Huntress fan, the Oracle popping up in Batman obviously. Nice, it could be nice to see these guys all back together again. It's quite dark at the start. You've got this whole child hostage in some Arctic environment, and then you get some, I don't know even if she's been in comics before this. I presume she is the White Canary. But it's all action. It all looks really nice. It's all a bit emotional in the middle. Pick it up, see what it's like. I'm definitely gonna try it for a while. It's definitely piqued my interest. Greek Street, number 11, finishing off the this latest arc, the Cassandra complex. Eddie pretty much fulfills the whole Greek mythology of sleeping with your mother and killing what we think could have possibly been his father, basically. Yeah, full as always of 100 bullet style, gritty gunplay with sex and drugs and strange witches all wrapped up in a Greek mythology. It's a good read. Not exceptional, but it's still good. Pick it up, Greek Street, number 11. And finally on the OK lists, it's the new Avengers Finale. This is good. I mean, this is a double-sized issue. I was a bit scared that it was going to be some tatty, silly little story from 20-30 years ago tagged on the end because it felt quite thick, but no, this is a story from the first page to the last page, again wrapping things up in the new Avengers segment of the kicking off of the new heroic age, and it is full action all the way, picking up the herd, getting the bad guy to actually, you know, take his punches. He's done it wrong and now he's going to pay for it. The end pages, now do we quibble about that or not? We basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double page spreads of scenes we've seen in other titles, with Luke Cage getting all philosophical even on us. And you do feel a little cheated because these are scenes you've seen before with a few words tagged on, but there's a reason. They've been, I mean, the new Avengers for me have, while it's not been great, it's been the most consistently entertaining for me. Mighty Avengers got really good right at the very end, while I wasn't impressed with the start. Avengers the Initiative, I loved it at the beginning, felt it trailed off a bit towards the end. But the new Avengers, it's been like that. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down. But of all of them, the most consistently entertaining. And this is a very entertaining comic book. As I said, it's a double-sized finale. I really just don't know what to say about whether I'm going to continue watching what the Avengers are up to. I mean, we've got the Avengers main title, we've got Secret Avengers, we've got New Avengers, we've got Avengers Academy, so they're really kicking out with the whole Avengers franchise. I don't know if I can afford it, we'll see. So again, Avengers Finale, pick it up. And that's it for the OK ones. Tune in for part 3, where you will be getting the creme de la creme, according to me, of this week's and last week's comics.